Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to welcome Stephen Goodrich, and he is the author of Live Revived. Stephen, can you share with us a little bit about your book?
Yeah, what it is actually a combination. It's a spiritual and visual adventure of encouragement, to put it in a nutshell. It is a combination of photographs that I have taken. I'm a professional photographer,
Okay.
and here about 4 years ago, I took on some creative writing, and so there's different stories that go with the photographs,
Uh-huh.
sprinkled with some Bible verses here and there. But it's a collection of 120 nature photographs, anywhere from
Oh.
sunrises and sunsets to close up images of flowers. And each one of them has a message, to encourage people. Lord knows, we go through challenging times every day. So it's meant to be inspirational and encouraging to everybody.
Oh, I love this. I love photography and nature as well. So I think this is great. I love that you have the different spiritual little tidbits with this, with each photo. This is amazing. What was your inspiration for writing the book?
It actually began back in the pandemic in 2020.
Hmm.
So my pastor at the time, I was living in Conroe, Texas, just south of you. And our pastor, churches were closed down. And my pastor is quite a musician. He plays Texas blues music, of all things.
Okay.
And so everybody was at home. Nobody could go anywhere. We couldn't meet at church. And one morning, he got into his office
Hmm.
and had his acoustic guitar and started playing a song that he wrote saying, "Everything's going to be all right." And it was very inspirational. And I thought to myself, I'm a creative guy. I love creativity, everything about creativity, ever since I was a little boy.
Uh-huh.
And I thought to myself, there must be something I can do. And I was in photography at the time. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and post a nice photograph every day on Facebook with some encouraging words. And hopefully, that cheers people up a little bit.
Ah, I love that.
A couple months later, I'm writing, and I was never a creative writer before.
Hmm.
And I just noticed something was happening. Being able to sit down and write creatively about a particular photograph that I took.
Hmm.
And I would do that every day and started hearing from people, this is really good. I love your photographs. I love what you're writing. And one of my very good friends, Walter, called me up one day and said, Stephen, you need to write a book. And I said, Walter, there's no way I don't write books. He said, no, you need to write a book. This is really special. So Walter's the one that got me started. And so over the next, 4 years, I
Hmm.
would post photographs, on Facebook with some inspirational messages, and it kept going from there. And then finally, just over a year ago, I thought, okay, I'm ready to publish a book. Having never published a book before, I have no idea what to expect, but I'm always up for an adventure. So,
Well, this is just so cool. And, this sounds like the kind of book that I would just want to have on my coffee table and just sit with a nice cup of tea and look at these beautiful pictures. I love this. Stephen, is there anything else you can share about the book? Anything else about yourself? Messages within the book?
I think when I wrote the book, what it's really meant to do, as I said before, is encourage and inspire people because we
Hmm.
go through challenging times. And the book's been out about 2 months now. I just had a phone call this morning.
Hmm.
A very, very good friend of mine who I've known for over 20 years, and his wife was recently diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer.
Mm.
Um, and he got the book. I said, I'm just going to send this book to you. And I sent it to him,
Hmm.
and he opened it up. He loves photography, and he just said, wow. And so I heard from him this morning. Thank you so much for sending this book. I sit down with it for about 15 minutes quietly every day.
Hmm.
I read one of the stories and I look at one of the photographs.
Oh.
So just that right there. Um, makes it very, very special. Hearing from Walter and his encouragement has been very good.
Hmm.
I'm a long distance runner, running marathons and half marathons, not marathons anymore. But I heard from one of my teammates also. She reads it every night before she goes to bed
Oh, I
because
love
it's just
that.
calming and settles her down and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about is just, touching people and just adding a little bit of hope or inspiration to their day. So this is just lovely. I think this is wonderful, Stephen. Thank you so much for sharing about your book. For anybody who's interested in picking up a copy, again, it's Stephen Goodrich, and the title is Live Revived. You can get it on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, Apple Books, to name a few. Thank you for being with us today, Stephen.
absolutely. Thank you so much. Good chatting with you.